All right, YouTube, in this video, we have a comparison. It's not a clipper, trimmer, or even a shaver. This is another barber product that the majority of us use for an extra service or add-on. And I would like to talk about which one should you pick when it comes to color enhancements. This is the G14. This is the My Favorite Barber. Let's get into the video.
CTB, you know who it is.
All right, y'all, so in this comparison, I did a good observation on which one you might want to pick up if you're in the market for a new enhancement gun and new enhancement as well. So we're going to talk about these machines and what do they do similar and what do they do different. Let's just go ahead and talk about this, right? So I'm going to start straight from the body first before I even start with the trigger, with the gun of these enhancements. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the gun off, and I'm going to show you guys a side-by-side on how similar these bad boys look, but there are some differences. So this is them right here, My Favorite Barber G14. These are almost identical, right? However, the charging piece is down here for the G14. My Favorite Barber has their power right there. They basically sound the same when you turn them on. So you can basically say this is the same product in a sense, right? But there are some differences. So when it comes to My Favorite Barber, this bottom piece, it does show you a display of the 100% to 25%, and also gives you USB-C, right? Nothing wrong with that. Definitely something that I feel like a lot of us would like. Is small, compact. Like, this is an enhancement gun that I do like, just being real with you. Now, this is G14s. They have the same exact thing with the 100% to 25 with the USB-C. I did a concise review on these already before, but here is the difference between the G14 compared to the My Favorite Barber. Is the fact that with this, you can take this off, and I have another one already completely charged, and put this back on. So this is how it is. And that's how it works. This cannot work without the battery piece. However, My Favorite Barber does not have that option of taking this bottom piece off. It's just, that's it. So I do like the fact that G14 does have that, right? Just being real, straight out of the box, boom. It has arrows where there's a start point, and then you twist. So it even gives you directions how to do that properly. So the comparison part more so comes down to the gun. This is G14, and this is My Favorite Barber. Now I will have to say, I did do like the whole breakdown on which one is kind of the best one to have in a sense. All right, so I'm gonna go straight to My Favorite Barber. This is kind of like an old school gun in a sense, right? The product they use is called Iwata. I think that's the right way how to say it. But the gun is the reason why this thing is expensive. You can pick this up around 40 bucks, but the gun itself is expensive. Like, it's up there. But I understand why that it is. So out of this thing, right, it does not have a plastic piece like this. You can't screw this off. This is just completely on there. It's just the top that you can take off and put that thing back on. Fine, that's fine, nothing wrong with that. Same with the back, right? The back, you can take off. Same as the other guns, but the G14 has, you guys see the trigger, and this does not. This just has the top piece where you move back and forward. Now, how this works, the spray, is that you push down and then tilt it back. You can tilt this thing back without pushing down. It will not start. I'll show you guys that. Another thing that I noticed about this, so the front wide piece of My Favorite Barber is wider than the G14. If you put these two together, this one can overlap the other. This one can overlap the G14 one. So has a wider spray. Also, see, this is where the stuff really gets tricky. This is how you know, like, the whole ins and outs of like what your product can really do. And and how well it performs. So the needle in this one, it does seem to work better. Let me show you the other one. And this looked like a better design for the spray to come out rather than just this. Like this piece, this is how that comes out. It doesn't have the same exact internals as this gun. Another thing that I noticed, and I'm going to show you guys when you spray them, you see when you spray this, you control how much comes out, right? With this one, with the G14, it's different. If you want to control how much comes out, there's a screw here that you can completely close this up and you can pull the trigger and none comes out, or you control how much the spray is. I have to be honest, I do like that option. But this one, you can control it just by easily pulling this. You don't have to screw anything or nothing like that. So definitely think that's dope. But y'all probably tired of looking at all of that, right? Let's turn these things on and let's see how well they spray. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna put some liquid in here just to see how well this thing sprays. Y'all can compare which one you like better. It's really up to you. And then I'm gonna talk about some of the cons in both, if there is any. So let's start with the G14. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm talking about when it comes to the spray and how you can control it. I'm gonna start it completely closed to completely open. So it's on right now. When you pull the trigger, it starts, and when you release the trigger, it stops. So I'm gonna show you guys real quick. Is it on? Oh, sorry. You see, I'm pulling this, it's on, but it's not doing anything because this is closed. Now I'm gonna loosen this up. It sprays now. Nice mist. It is strong. I'm gonna loosen this up a little bit more. Comes out a little bit wider. And you see how much liquid you still have in there, right? So this sprays really, really well. Not bad at all. Now let's get to this one. I put around the same amount in there, and let's see how long this one lasts. Now this one, like I said, you can pull this, right? But if you don't press down, it doesn't start. So you can pull this without pressing down. So let's see how well this works. See how I control that? This is completely max, or I can go a little bit. This is done. Now, let's talk about, let's see, hold on. So let's talk about the pros and cons when it comes to these, right? When it comes to the maintenance of these, I honestly feel like it's basically a tie. This comes with some cleaning oil or a cleaning spray or cleaning liquid that you can get from them, and it has been working well for me. This does not, but you can use regular alcohol, 70% or more. I think that would be best for you, that you guys will see that this thing can stay clean. Didn't really have much of a problem this thing staying clean at all. I have not ran across this thing clogging up at all, but I do know, it depends on your maintenance too, but I do know with these type of guns back in the day before, this seemed like to be more of a premium one, but it seems like depending on what type of enhancements you use, it can get clogged up. So there are certain enhancements that I do not use with this one because I don't want this to clog up at all. I use water-based enhancements, and I can say Tune 45, and even G14 actually works well with this too, but this, my favorite barber color enhancement, is the best product for this product, clearly because they go hand in hand. But so far, no clog, no nothing, just nothing. I let it sit for a little bit just to see how well it will like clog up, how fast. I got nothing, but that's my, that's the pros and cons when it comes to this. Now, with this one, didn't have much of a con. I actually like almost everything about this. Even that the fact that it's a little extra work just to change this up. I just like the fact that you have that option to see how you want it to look that way. Even though this is on the gun, which, you know, you can have some control, not a problem. I'm not sure just yet, but so far I have tried multiple enhancements in this and I have not gotten this completely clogged. The only downside I can honestly say about this is that when you do screw this thing on, if you screw it on too tight, how you take this off, you could be like missing like a sealing rubber band, the screw might stay in or something like that. Like, that's really up to you on how well you keep up with your stuff. But to me, you can't go wrong with either or. I honestly do like this gun better, but I like the cap of this better than this cap. I like the needle on this one better than this one. I like the fact that I can control this way, but I like the fact that I can control it that way. I do like the trigger option more than just the pull back option. But these things are basically almost the same. I'm not sure what the price difference is. I know a replacement for this gun is $100. I don't know what the replacement is for this. It could be the same. But if you guys check out the concise review of that and you see everything that comes in the box compared to what it came to the G14, you guys can make a really good assumption that you can't go wrong with either or. It's just really up to you which one that you really like. Now, when it comes to the color enhancements, I do think that it is almost a tie. I would have to say that my favorite barber enhancements just last a little bit longer than a G14. I do like that, and it smells amazing. So that's what I have to say about these two. Let me know which one you guys are going to pick up. I will leave the links in the description. I know a lot of y'all have been looking for the link for this. I'll make sure that I have the link for that, but I also have the link for this one as well. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. But oh man, I don't got nothing else to do. Yeah, this one blew it out already. But anyway, I'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all be blessed. Thank y'all for watching.
CTB, you know who it is.